I'm introducing you guys to Mike Chappelle. Mike Chappelle, everyone.
That's it. All right. Hi, everyone. So, I've been thinking about this a little bit before I start. We're building this one at a time. I'm very upset about it. I'm very upset. I've been doing a lot of research the last week, catching up on stuff. This is god awful, but it's going to be one person at a time building it. We've built this so far. It's stronger. I know we're small, but we were less, the last time. We're going to build it, and we're going to keep going. Journalist walking the empty streets of New Baghdad, broad daylight, camera film in the bag, thumping blades, chopper approaching. Men look up, not realizing it's the last thing they'd be seeing. Gunship circles, back around.
Light them all up.
Opens up a 30 millimeter, the unarmed men scatter to the ground.
Come on, fire! God damn it, Kyle. Alright. Oh yeah, look at those dead bastards.
Blood body parts, they're being shot to hell, crawling, trying to find some shelter, maybe hoping for some mercy that was not to be.
Nice.
From a distance, you hear the voices on the tape watch as the wounded try to crawl to help.
A van taking kids to school pulls up to help the wounded and the dying.
But when help arrives,
Come on, let us shoot. You're engaged. 1-8, engaged. Clear. Come on. Oh yeah, look at that, right through the windshield.
Bradley vehicle arrives to mop up, I guess. It drives over one of the dead or dying journalists, cutting him in half.
I just drove over a body.
Bradley vehicle
even
arrives.
from high above, the harsh reality becomes evident as the troops that arrive find 2 children wounded. You see them carry their small bodies and call for help.
Hey, I need to get the brass to drop ramps. I got a wounded girl. We need to take the rest of mine.
It's their fault for bringing their kids to a battle. That's right.
Chopper keeps filming, documenting, but the evidence is buried deep until it's seen by 22-year-old Army analyst Chelsea Manning, who passed it on to Julian Assange.
In this video, I think you see the corruption of pilots and the military by war itself. So you see these young pilots acting like they're playing video games, only the high scores they are getting are with real human lives.
Oh yeah, look at that, right through the windshield.
Here comes the story of WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange. This is a ballad of his persecution.
Facing 175 years in prison.
Assange is the man the deep state will want taken down for doing what, in his place, you and I wish we'd have done.
Julian Assange will likely not see his lawyers until the day of the hearing.
Julian published collateral murder video. It's on YouTube now, and it's reached far and wide. And if you haven't yet, go see it with your own eyes. Knowing the risks, Julian stood tall and strong against the empire of lies. That's why I want Julian taken for a ride.
I ask President Obama to do the right thing. The United States must pledge before the world that it will not pursue journalists for shining a light on the secret crimes of the powerful.
Guantanamo, Libya, Afghanistan, death squads, overthrowing governments, spying on allies and their own citizens. Obama, Trump, Biden, no difference.
Party politics in the United States is something that everyone has to get away from. This creation of two polarities by different elites that then suck up all the political energy in the country.
And then there's some odds and ends stashed away in Vault 7.
The anti-secrecy group says it's obtained thousands of files.
The CIA is equipped with a variety of hacking tools to crack into phones, cars, computers, even smart
recently
TVs.
began releasing a massive trove of secret CIA documents exposing how the agency has developed tools to hack into and spy on principal phones, computers, and televisions all over the world.
The CIA plots to kidnap Julian in a snatch operation, or maybe a shootout, a Kennedy-style assassination. They want Julian's head on a spike in the middle of the square to strike fear in honest journalists anywhere who might dare.
Torture is being used against Julian Assange to intimidate the world, to show them, if ever you get the idea, to disclose our secrets and to expose our dirty laundry to the world. This is what's going to happen to you.
But it's the lapdogs of Britain first grabbed Julian, put him on ice in the black hole Belmarsh Prison, where he sits alone days on end awaiting extradition to a U.S. show trial in East Virginia's jurisdiction, where brave souls slowly fade into oblivion, where verdicts are all determined in advance, whistleblowers never stand a chance.
I feel like Julian's life might be coming to an end. It's been 10 years, 9 years, no, 10 years of breaking someone down, of trying to destroy his life. And it's a well-known pattern, you know, whistleblowers, people who expose the powerful, they destroy them.
It's no exaggeration to say freedom of expression dies with Julian. To see a truth teller so obviously framed can't help but make one feel ashamed. To live in a hypocritical, warmongering wasteland, a sadistic, sociopathic, murderous system that's declared war on journalism.
This is not about left or right in politics. We can unite on this. Please tell everybody that you know that they have to side with Assange and fight against the extradition. If they tell you, I would rather fight for the environment or against animal cruelty or gender equality, tell them. They are about to take every right away from you. You will not be able to fight for any other cause. We are talking about the fundamentals here. We must fight against the extradition. We must save Julian Assange.
All the war criminals in their suits and ties are free to drink martinis and watch the sunrise, or for having courage, risking his life, putting his dreams, his future, his family aside. Julian is slandered, tortured, stuck inside.
We can all have particular brands of politics, but I say it's all bankrupt. And the reason it's all bankrupt, and all current political theories are bankrupt in particular lines of political thought, is because actually we don't know what the hell is going on. And until we know the basic structures of our institutions, until we know that, how can we possibly make a diagnosis? How can we set the direction to go? Until we know where we are. We don't even have a map of where we are. So our first task is to build up the intellectual heritage that describes where we are. And once we know where we are, then we have a hope of setting course for a different direction. Until then, I think all political theories, to greater and lesser extents, of course, are bankrupt.
Now you and I are the last hope of this brave man. His freedom, his very life, is in our hands. Let us raise our voices. Let us be the ones to give him back some of the time he's done. And if but only to preserve our own humanity, we've got to do our best. We can't let Julian die. We must set him free. Here comes the story of Julian Assange, the man the authorities want cut down for being the #1 champion, truth teller in the world.